Two more who've seen plenty of that trophy, Bradford Bulls and the Leeds Rhinos, and the Bulls ahead 12-10 at half-time. Leeds will kick off in this second half. Off we go. Important 40 minutes for these two clubs. Very important. Just a bit low on confidence. Results not really going according to plan for either side this season, but the next 40 minutes could put all that to rights.
Both sides really needed to get back on the horse, and I must say that especially in defence they've improved immensely. They had to. But Dermot, Mick Potter, they were very, very disappointed with their play last week. Obviously worked hard on the training ground.
Heath Lestrange with a kick. A little early, will turn Brent Webb around. It's a great, great kick as well. Webb will run it back, and the chase isn't bad. He's a good kick returner though, isn't he, Brent Webb?
Just seems to be able to get himself between the two defenders. He falls a metre too forward, and then maybe there's 1 second quicker in the play the ball heading. Look how easy the next runs are, but Bradford and Heath Lestrange, I've been impressed by Bradford. I think they've played very, very well here, but I maintain their concentration will have to be excellent, because the Leeds side with a variety of players can strike from anywhere and at any time.
Ben Cross looking pleadingly at the referee. Huraki bounces off one challenge from young Tom Burgess, 19 years of age today. Tom Burgess, the latest of the Burgess brothers to star in Super League. Burrow with the kick towards the corner post. It's a great kick too.
Certainly is.
Thought he was going to stay in the field of play and ask Carney to run it back at the Leeds Rhinos, but it didn't. Skipped away.
Just before the half-time break, about 10 minutes before half-time, Rob Burrow taking control, standing a lot further away from the play-the-ball area. You saw on that occasion exactly what he was wanted to do. Was very, very close. Kick into the corner. They'll try to force the error, get the mistake right.
Yes, they'll go looking for the fault here from Bradford. Leeds. Walker plays the ball. Referee shouts that the markers weren't standing square and gives the penalty.
Smart play, quick play the ball, let's get on with it. And you could see there that they were very, very short on numbers. Brett Delaney couldn't get behind the first marker. That's not a bad kick either.
When you talk about discipline, Eddie, though, that was an example. If Brett Delaney had stayed out to that tackle, I think it would have been completed by other Leeds players. But in that temptation to get involved, maybe not listening to the referee and are fully aware of your presence on the field.
It's Heath Lestrange. He finds Mark Herbert, who just tips it back into the arms of Tom Burgess. Fourth in a row for Tom Burgess coming off the bench. Herbert again attacking the line. He committed Ben Cross to the challenge. Oh, there was a fumble there. It's a knock-on by Bradford. They can't afford to do that. They can't afford mistakes like that against Leeds.
Wasn't the best play of the ball either.
Just the ball is incorrect.
See how he he didn't knock on. That's why he's a bit confused, but he didn't play the ball correctly.
Come on.
Certainly not a knock-on.
Is that a penalty for not playing the ball correctly?
Well, it should be. Yeah, technically you're right.
Easy choice, easy choice, easy. Now, come on, guys.
Well, Bryn Hargreaves, as you can see, is covered in blood, and the referee wants well, that scrum's not formed. They need another player in. They want to wait for Bryn Hargreaves. Now, that was an incorrect play of the ball.
Yeah, it should have been a penalty.
He's given the scrum though for the knock-on that he saw or believes he saw.
Yeah, from Lestrange, and he wasn't. Well, the crowd getting behind their team now. Everything is screaming for forward. Been quite a few of those.
Ellimer very quickly in. They're 40 metres away from their own line, Leeds. Brian Carney is the fittest member of the commentary team, so he was dispatched to the dressing rooms to have a word with the coaches, see what was said at half-time. He's back now, breathless, but he's here.
I am. It's about 2 minutes to get my breath back. If anybody knows these steps here at Odds, we'll just turnover of possession. First we'll deal with the home team of Bradford, injury free, and they'll be pretty happy to say the message from Mick Potter is to keep knocking out the sets, keep plugging away and keep getting to your kick. For Leeds, injury free again. They wanted them to toughen up. There was harsh words said at half-time. There was an effort, there was a thought that the Leeds defence had been soft. Brian McDermott's told them in no uncertain terms, toughen up your defence or you'll be hooked.
Well, he's an angry coach, Brian McDermott, by the sound of things. And it was delivered with some anger. That's good work. And it's back to 0 in the tackle count. It was great work on the deck there by Shad Royston. Here's Gareth Rayner, who's been quiet. He's not seen much of the ball.
Bradford quite happy just to go straight down the middle. Use the big fellas. That's a great run from Hargrave.
It is. He wants to get on with it quickly. He wants to get on with it. The hands all over him. Lestrange fires it to Herbert. Herbert goes wide and finds Platt. Burrow hangs on to him.
Should have been a second phase there. Platt had all the time in the world to offload. No one was there.
Now it's Herbert again. Tom Burgess will drive the ball in, and it was stolen from him. It's a penalty. Wella Huraki picked out by the referee, who was right on the spot.
Surely they'll take a quick tap.
Well, they're just having a little debate. They do take the tap. Hargreaves again. The blood seems to have been stemmed from the head wound. Right underneath those Leeds Rhinos posts. Lestrange. Carney, short ball, Ellimer. Well wrapped up though by the Leeds defence. Lestrange again, looping past to Mark Herbert. Tries to spin past Ablett and company.
Diskin on his own, will he go from dummy half? No, he's got to feed it.
Gives it to Carney, pops it up then to Burgess. The youngster drives it in again. Lestrange once more. Good pressure from Bradford. Good defence though from Leeds. Hargreaves gets it away to Herbert. Ellimer for the Bradford Bulls.
He's got it
down.
Yep.
Tries given by Thierry Alibert. And the French international Olivier Ellimer given the nod by the French referee Thierry Alibert. And just increases Bradford's lead at the start of this second half. He made his debut for the Bulls against Leeds in Cardiff, formerly with Castleford Wakefield and the Catalan Dragons. And he has just scored, as you see, his third consecutive try in a home game for his new club.
Quick hands, kept it alive. This is the penalty. Pulling the ball out, no doubt about it. Iraqi was the culprit. Did you notice how far that ball went? That was beautiful play by Hargreaves. And then Mark Herbert did the rest. Ellimer has the strength. Look at the pass there from Heath Lestrange. Watch him use the upper body strength here. Get it there, doesn't try to go over his body. He knows that he's always over the line. And it's a good finish. But the pass from the hooker, Heath Lestrange, was so sharp.
And the kick from Arban is wide of the mark. But the Bulls have increased the lead at the start of this second half. It's now 16-10. Not a winning lead, though, not by any stretch of anyone's imagination.
So important. Watch this pass. Beautiful. Straight away. We saw late in the first half that Brett Kearney had gone from standoff back to full back. But when he comes up into the line, he's so influential.
He's certainly a threat with the ball in his hands. The credit for in that try should really go to Bryn Hargreaves and his offload and what it did to the Leeds defence. It got Brett Delaney interested, it got Kevin Sinfield interested, it pulled them all out of shape on the right-hand side, and Ellimer was good enough to take advantage of that. Hats off to Bryn Hargreaves.
And here he is again, talk about hats off. He's got the bandage on the head, and here's the try scorer driving it forward again.
That was really nice to play, wasn't it, with the other prop, Tom Burgess. Maybe something that Mick Potter's introduced, or perhaps something that he's just copied from James Graham in his days at St Helens. Players linking on those kick restarts can be powerful. Look how it's got Bradford on the front foot.
It's with Rayner now, though.
This will have some height.
It's off the boot of Carney. Who wants this? Who wants this? Michael Platt. And he gets it away. Finds Carney again, who'll slide the kick down and finds the touchline over on that far side.
Smart work.
Our Van was free, though, down that right-hand side.
Watch Carney, he's the man that's put the high kick up. Look how he goes round Platt and makes sure that there's someone there to receive it. Then puts the kick. That's smart work by the standoff.
Had that ball reached Michael Platt earlier, though, our Van had a bit of space. Credit Ryan Hall for cutting him down, actually, and closing that space in.
Come on. Out.
Leeds with the scrum. Senior.
Move.
Half an hour to go. Tense, tight, local derby between the Bradford Bulls and the Leeds Rhinos. 28-32, they lost to Leeds in Cardiff. Bradford. It was a last gasp penalty try, as Phil Clark referred to at half-time, that beat them. They were 28-10 up after an hour, and here now they have a penalty. The Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah, almost a little bit too high there on Rob Burrow. But again, we saw the quality and the running from dummy half by this hooker Paul McShane in the build-up to this. This is the repeat of poor old Rob Burrow getting a smash. Stepped into it. More of a throttle tackle.
Jamie Jones-Buchanan scored try in the first half. Kylie Luluai. Underneath those Bradford posts. Here's Sinfield. Inside to Ablett.
That was forward as well. Not seen by the touch judge on this near side.
Danny Badeiros back out there, just weighing up the options. Oh, it's an untidy pass. It reaches Sinfield, though.
Oh, Diskin nearly stole that ball.
Here's Badeiros again, finds Burrow. Burrow then gives the pass to Webb. Webb to Senior, who will score. Unstoppable from that range, Keith Senior. He totals 16 tries now against the Bradford Bulls, and that's the 10th in away games here at Bradford. Keith Senior, 34 years of age, unstoppable from 5 metres, and that's got Leeds back in it. It's silenced Bradford.
Quick hands yet again, all came about from the penalty. Lestrange certainly went high. This was good work. Dummy runner, Webb came in on the arc and fed the big fella, Keith Senior. That'll lift Senior's spirits. He's been a little bit off form of late, but as Eddie mentioned, pretty hard to stop when the big fella comes in on the angle. Great pass from the fullback, Brent Webb. Game on.
Keith Senior's try.
You know, looking at that situation, the defenders have to do an immediate risk assessment. There then, do I come in and prevent one player, or do I hold out? So often we identify it, but they've got a split second in which to decide. The man they think's going to get the ball, as Kevin Sinfield attempts to put this one between the posts.
And he does. He levels it up at 16 apiece.
Continuing on Phil's point, Eddie, he's absolutely right. You have a split second to make that decision, and the quality of the run, as we see from these Leeds players, Jamie Jones-Buchanan in particular, he's attracted a couple of defenders, and had Keith Senior not taken that on himself, they were smart enough to make a numerical advantage that left Ryan Hall unmarked in the corner. Well constructed try from the Leeds Rhinos.
And no big celebrations from Keith Senior. Knows that wasn't the match winner. It just gets Leeds back in the hunt here. 16 all. Luluai running strongly.
It just shows you the importance of discipline in our game of rugby league. There's been 3 tries come about by the silly penalties given away from either side. They're taking full advantage of it.
Here goes Burgess again. He's appeared in this fixture before against Brothers, of course.
Change of tactics by the Rhinos as well. They're coming in on the angle, very close to the play. The ball, Ablett's away.
Great ball to Webb. Great tackle by Carney. And finished off, importantly, by Michael Platt. But here come Leeds again. Ryan Hall slides in for the Leeds try in the corner. Thumbs up from the coach. It's 2 in a couple of minutes for Leeds. Ryan Hall, on his 100th Leeds appearance. Badly bruised wrist he's got. Watkins is heading off the field, and Ryan Hall, he recently signed a new 4-year deal to the end of 2014. That's his 8th try of 2011. He got a try against the Bulls in Cardiff. He's just got another important try here against the Bulls at Odsal, and what's more, that will edge the Leeds Rhinos ahead for the first time tonight.
Beautiful play by the fullback Brent Webb. Ablett, the offload, look at that. Always looking. Good work from Brett Carney. Quick play of the ball. They will always have the numbers out wide. And Sinfield knew that he was unmarked. Got him into a beautiful position, and that's quality from Sinfield. Thumbs up. Yep, Brian McDermott, he'll like that.
And Ryan Hall, a fantastic strike rate. That's his 83rd try, and this is his 100th appearance. Outstanding finishing.
When you cast your mind back 3 weeks ago, Leeds played at times with that sort of endeavour. You know what? I think they were guilty in the first half of not running hard enough with the ball and not tackling even harder when their opponents had it. It's the ultimate ethos, really, that every coach needs to say to his players before a game. And in the second half now, they were running so hard and direct with good support play that Bradford just couldn't hold on.
Well, Brian McDermott is watching from that floodlit pylon, and that was a try that was scored right in front of him. It was 2 tries in 3 minutes. And there's just a slight delay as I think the touch judge is just getting placed back in communication with referee Thierry Alibert. Just a battery missing from the microphone pack.
Technician now, eh?
Yeah, just work out.
Steve, even I can replace a battery. A light bulb now. Sinfield then. Tight to the touchline that far side. Just drifted one over, not too dissimilar from this 3 minutes ago. What a kicker. He really does come up with the goods all the time. 22 points to 16. Leeds have suddenly turned the game on its head.
And not only a beautiful conversion from this man's try. Pressure time now for Mick Potter, the Bradford coach, but the beautiful long pass out wide from Kevin Sinfield was superb.
Now, can Leeds kick on and win this? Can Bradford come back? Plenty of time, loads of time, 24 minutes and more.
A lot more aggression in the defence as well from Leeds, and also the enthusiasm certainly come back to them in the last 10 minutes.
Knock on against Leeds. Luluwai disputing the call. Leeds is disputing the call.
Well, it's claimed that he's actually lost the ball, and as soon as it hits Lestrange, it's classified as a knock-on. It's a weird one.
In the tackle.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Actually, Lestrange was also trying to pinch the ball as well, it has to be said. Oh, well,
it's a shocker.
That's
Herbert's
terrible.
pass should never have been given.
They scored off a play similar to that, though, here a couple of weeks ago, Steve, so they do that quite well. This occasion, they've not pulled it off. Maybe the ball around the back to Carney on a second viewing to get outside Burrow. Easy when you're watching from a commentary box.
And Mark Herbert just trying to slow Leeds Rhinos' progress.
Line! Come on, line! Wait! Go.
Burgess again.
They got the tails up now, the Rhinos. They know that they can camp down. They've got the quality. Danny Badiris there at dummy half. He'll control things. I must say, Rob Barrow has really been in top form tonight.
Clarkson standing on one leg and then spinning the markers around.
Go on the angle. That's what they need.
This is Sinfield. Good ball to Haraki. Good tackling, though, by this Bradford defence.
Walker got the shoulder well and truly into him.
Badiris is out there, as I say. Here is Delaney. This is the last one for Leeds, this set of 6. They're running it with Webb, and further wide they go to Ryan Hall. And Hall dumps it over the top. Balls bounced everywhere. Michael Platt to the rescue for Bradford.
Well, there appeared to be a forward pass amongst that latest attack from Leeds, but again, the confidence, getting the ball out wide, missing people.
You know, the loss of Callum Watkins seemed to have forced Leeds to make quite a few changes positionally. Keith Senior's now over on the right wing, Carl Andlett's in the left centre position, so they've had to move things around here, Eddie, and the adaptability of players during a game is another test that sometimes we overlook.
Good news for Leeds Rhino supporters, by the way, from Brian McDermott yesterday. Possibly Jamie Peacock and Danny Maguire, possibly available for the fixture on Monday. That ball was played at, Walker picks it up and the referee wipes the tackle count down.
Now is it time for the ball to be a little bit more adventurous? They got into the shell for a while. That's good running by the hooker, great support.
Great ball to Elima. Penalty.
Yeah.
High tackle.
Sheer desperation, all brought about by quick play. No doubt about it, Brent Webb did not miss. Look at this. Come to me, so I won't go for the chest. Straight in the mush. Lack of concentration, really.
And a problem here, the referee has called time off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the public announcement for you. Stanley Wood will meet Ken Lloyd.
Not sure who it is who's...
Well, it's Olivia Elmer, isn't it? It's important that head and neck injuries get the time. We don't put the physios and doctors under too much pressure to say whether a player can play on.
You got to
Make sure they do the right
ear,
assessment.
Yes.
Well, I think it's the old adage, Steve-o. Maybe in your day as well as mine, they can't run without their heads, and I think that's what Brent Webb thought, didn't he, when he saw that man coming at him.
And it's right just to not panic, make sure that he's okay. He appears that way, but Leeds coach Brian McDermott will be disappointed with that at a time when it looked as though they were controlling the game, to give away a silly penalty.
Lynch drives it in again for Bradford, the skipper. Lestrange. Not the best pass. Again, it dipped. He was under pressure from the marker. The tackling by Delaney. Here's Lestrange again. Gives it to Herbert. Herbert then to Carney. Burrow took Michael Platt out.
Certainly did. Whether it was intentional, I'm not right sure. He's going for the line.
Good run by Whitehead. Chance for the Bradford Bulls here. Elima still a bit groggy. He did well to take it, you're right.
Did he ever? And that's got to be a penalty. There's 2 on 1, and he's given it.
I think he surrendered that ball. I think he just said, Willie, if you want it, you can have it.
Oh, it looks to me as though Sinfield is going for that football.
6 and 2-3, Steve-o, I think.
Well, he had it. Sinfield had it, and then realised that there was more than one man in the tackle. Would have been a penalty, and either way, justice has been served.
Hour gone. Great chance for Bradford. Lynch.
Well, he's buzzing around his half-back, Heath Lestrange. Had a fine game tonight.
Finds Herbert. He finds Elima! Olivier Elima grimaces in agony as he touches that ball down, and he hasn't moved yet. He's got the 4 points. It's his second try of the night. But Olivier Elima is not well.
It's another try for the Bradford.
That was very brave, though, for him to reach out like that.
It's the knee again by the looks.
Yep.
Nothing to do with the crack to the head that he was given by Brent Webb. He was doubtful with a knee injury coming into the match. Past fit. And looks like he might just have tweaked it again here. But he's got the 4 points. He's got his second try of the night. And what's more, Bradford, if this kick goes over, will be level again.
And amazingly, we keep saying it, don't we? This is the incident. Look at that. Jones Buchanan is absolutely furious, but the official has got it absolutely spot on. This is brave. This is brave for a man that would have felt the knee click. As he comes onto the football, you can see there as he hits the ground, he's in a lot of pain. Webb gave him a nice little uppercut as well. And look at Jamie Jones Buchanan.
He's not happy. He's not a happy Jamie Jones Buchanan. Elima has scored the try. Arvan has improved it. It's 22 apiece.
And I get back to that same point, that Brian McDermott would have been furious. They were in control of the game. They gave away the silly penalty. Well, he's gone berserk, Jones Buchanan.
Frustration. Joy for one side, frustration for the other. What a fantastic way to begin our Easter programme this match is.
That's what we just missed in the moment there, was Elima's ability to change direction, Eddie. I mean, I think any player who can change direction just before they hit a defender gives them such an advantage. And in fact, by just shifting away from Brett Delaney, allowed him to get on the inside and get over the line. You know, you can't underestimate how important the ability is to actually get away from the defender.
Elliot Whitehead plays the ball to Heath Lestrange, gives it to Mark Herbert. He hits it out on the falling nose. That's a big error.
Well, neither side appear to me as though they want to take control again of this game.
That was a wild kick.
They just keep allowing the opposition a chance to get back into it.
Now then, Brian Carney's army of fans will wonder where he is. He's down on the pitch side again. He's gone down all those steps.
I am indeed, Eddie. And the injury news at the moment for the Leeds Rhinos revolves around two players. Callum Watkins is resting and icing his knee. We're told it's a slight twinge. Will probably take no further part in this game, but doesn't look to be a serious injury. The other player under an injury cloud that's hopefully lifting is Danny Maguire. Managed a quick chat with Danny. He's hoping to get back playing this Easter weekend. He's got a smile on his face, and I think all rugby league fans will be looking forward to seeing Danny back on the field.
Yeah, here to that, certainly Leeds fans. Haraki, meanwhile, taking on Chev Walker. He's a man of many talents, Brian, isn't he? He's up and down the steps like a fiddler's elbow. And he's giving us all the medical reports. He's giving us the half-time report, and he'll pop back up here and give us his expert opinion.
Well, he's a lot fitter than you and I, Eddie, that's for sure.
Burrow stabs it in. Watched by Carney.
Good position as well by the standoff. Well, who wants to win this game? Who wants to camp down and just make it very, very difficult? Well, Ablett fell over himself there.
Well, we're going to find out who wants it in the next 16 minutes. It's 22 apiece. We've got Hull Kingston Rovers at the KC Stadium tomorrow. We've got St Helens at Wigan tomorrow. They're live on Sky Sports. 20 years of rugby league on this channel. And, well, the Easter programme doesn't get much better than this.
Still 5.
Big kick downfield just to relieve the pressure. Oh, and it stands up. Webb showed it to Ryan Hall, gave it to Keith Senior.
That was good defence by the Rhinos, and it has paid off for them because the kick was under pressure. Therefore, they get to the near to the halfway line with considerable ease.
Substitution for the Leeds Rhinos, number 17.
It's a good test to see what Leeds learned from the game against Wigan 3 weeks ago. That ended up by 22 points to all. Leeds fell away, didn't they, having a healthy lead. Now, have they learnt from that? Will they do anything different in the remaining 15 minutes with the scores locked at 22 each?
Burrow couldn't get away from Heath Lestrange. Sinfield, Big Ian Kirk for the Rhinos on the very last tackle, this set of 6. Sinfield, the kicker, up it goes high. I think Jamie Jones Buchanan might have just strayed offside a touch.
Oh, it's got to be a penalty.
Oh, he's
allowed to play on. No, he's given the penalty. He's given advantage.
He's given Leeds the penalty.
Well, he's got that wrong as far as I'm concerned. He's gone directly into Carney and made no attempt to go.
It's before that. He's touched Patrick Varane for running across Jamie Jones Buchanan. That's what he's penalised him for.
Fair enough, he's got that right then.
What I think he did do wrong though, when Jamie Jones Buchanan wanted to take a quick tap at it, he'd blown his whistle, everyone was in position, but he stopped him. And now we want to watch Kevin Sinfield attempt to kick for 2 more points.
Well, they've got to go for the 2. There's no real advantage to have the tap. Got to push your nose in front.
You know, Bradford have won just 1 of 10 against Leeds in the last 4 years. I know they got a 20-all draw at Headingley last year, but only 1 win in the last 10. against Leeds. It's a poor record from Bradford.
During that time, though, Leeds probably have been the best team, or one of the best teams in this competition, haven't they? So, certainly no disgrace.
Mick Potter looking on anxiously because he knows Kevin Sinfield is very capable of kicking this and kicking Leeds into a 2-point lead, which he does with aplomb. Tremendous kicker, this fella. He really is.
Certainly is, and he handles the pressure so well.
Any angle, any distance, you can almost rubber stamp 2 points on the scoreboard.
He's had a fine game as well. He's led by example. You can see him just shouting to his teammates now, just be alert.
You have to be alert because this guy's kicks, Eddie, are good. He makes the ball bounce and twist and turn in the air. Where's he put this one?
Right into the corner. Webb collects it. Inside it goes to Luluwai. Now then, Bradford have to come from behind again. 24-22, they trail.
They've got to start it. Just keep them down in that quarter. Leeds have got the power. They've certainly got the skill out there to produce another score.
Burgess gets the hands free, offloads to Badiris. Badiris is pulled down by Craig Kopchak. 12 minutes remaining. Burrow, scampering run, typical of him.
Great work, taking on the responsibility, getting in the opposition half. Now they'll get the kick away early, will they? No, they'll wait until another one.
Short ball from Sinfield to Burgess, last tackle here. Badiris scheming, goes down that side. Oh, he's lost that. Fortunately, went backwards. Badiris knows it's the last. A chip over the top into open space. Patrick Arvan's
he's made a right meal of it.
No, he hasn't. He's picked it up.
Well,
Got to be a penalty. The referee said play the ball, and they pushed him over the line and into the in-goal area.
Boy, he's lucky to get away with this.
He's gone backwards, hasn't he? You can't deny that.
Yeah. No, but he was going forward, and he did well to get it at it on the second attempt. This, to me, is going for a knock-on, and then he gets a hand to it and knocks it back. That is brilliant work. Remember his first try in the opening section? Fingertip control on that occasion.
Play on.
Yeah,
that was play on. He was never tackled.
Nope.
The referee actually did call hell, but he wasn't tackled.
Well, if you look at the way Bradford have scored the points, they've generally been close to Leeds' try line. They're going to have to get up there again. I don't think they're going to score from their own half. Not particularly have that many quick players who could outpace the likes of Webb or Burrow.
Rayner's one of them, but he's been starved, hasn't he, down this left-hand touchline tonight?
Well, there's been very few opportunities for the wingers on both sides. That shows you how urgent they've got their defence sorted out tonight. As both teams last week, it was shocking in defence.
Last tackle, Platt, kick into the centre of the field. Haraki took control of the situation, and Heath Lestrange went for a ride on Wella Haraki's back.
It's a good job that he was there. Haraki came to the rescue. They're going to try to force the error now. Be careful they do not give away 30 or 40 metres downfield by silly play, a flop or a high shot.
Less than 10 minutes to go. Leeds with their noses in front.
Great tackle.
Good tackle by Ellimer, good offload by Senior. Here's Sinfield.
Substitution for the Leeds Rhinos. Number 21, Chris Clarkson, goes on to replace number 11.
Badiris is there.
James Buchanan.
Cross.
Just thought to stop Keith Senior in his tracks at full pace. I know he didn't stop the ball, they offloaded that. It's certainly a great effort there. The kick here now. This is a chance for Bradford. Can they gain some momentum and get close to that try line?
That was a poor kick there by Rob Burrow.
That was a big hit by Luke Burgess on Patrick Arvan. He felt that, you know.
Not surprised. Boy.
How can these players get themselves up for Monday?
Well, they do. Year in, year out.
How can they get out of bed in the morning? That's one of the great conundrums in my life. How on earth do they do it? And Monday, Bradford will be in action in the south of France, and we will be there with them.
Should have been a penalty there. It was smart work by Diskin, but not given by the official.
I can hear you all crying, where's Brian? Here he is.
Well, Eddie, I tell you what, sometimes up in the commentary box you forget what athletes these people are. These guys that entertain us each week, they're absolutely going at it hammer and tongs. You get a wonderful view from down here on the pitch, how much effort is going in from these two players. You can see the Bradford players, they want to come away from tonight and from this huge crowd with a win. Leeds determined to snap their losing streak with a win. They're not giving an inch at the moment.
Just one defeat on this ground for Bradford by Wigan, opening weekend. Well, the opening weekend after the opening weekend in Cardiff, if you know what I mean.
Yep. That's smart work as well by Leeds. They know how important it is, possession. Here's the kick.
He's outside.
Kevin Sinfield measures the kick. It doesn't go anywhere near the touchline, but it bounces harmlessly over the dead ball line.
Well, here's a chance for Gareth Rayner to get his hands on the ball, Eddie, and maybe even run and make some meters here, because very often he can skip between defenders, maybe get that half break in which Bradford can roll down the middle of the field, but the Leeds defence has been a greatly improved one in the second half.
Well, here is Gareth Rayner now, gets the offload away. Oh, they weren't waiting for that. Lynch just picks it up and picks up the tackle from Haraki. To be fair to Rayner, who was also actually asking for the ball from the 20-metre restart, and it never came. Oh, now then, here goes big Craig Kopchak.
Got to be a quick play the ball. Brent Webb's taking a big gamble. Should have been penalised. He will be on this occasion. No, he says play on.
And he said it was all right. Oh, Royston collared Burgess on top of him.
Nothing wrong with it.
Young Burgess.
Great run by Kopchak. Put them in this position.
Carney's chip over the top.
Easy.
And Senior diffuses it in the in-goal area.
Easy. Mick Potter will be disappointed with that. And so will Brett Carney. That was a golden opportunity to just put a ball onto the ground and make it dribble. It could have bounced everywhere.
6.5 minutes remaining. 2 points the difference. Next try wins it, do you think?
Second.
If it's for Leeds and they keep the goal.
Without a doubt. There's, you know, the most amazing thing, Brian McDermott has been criticised about wanting Leeds to play fancy football all the time, from sometimes in awful positions, but now they seem to be getting it right. They know that possession is vital, and he's had a great game, this fella, Rob Burrow.
He's a real will-o'-the-wisp, a real jack in the box, Rob Burrow. Whoa, knock on by Badeiros.
No, he said it came off his foot.
Off the ankle, he says.
And I tell you what, this is a smart move by Brian McDermott. They brought this kid back on again, Paul McShane. It's right, he's got it right, or did he just touch it slightly?
No, he's spot on.
Second.
He turned the game around for Leeds, you know, this fella McShane.
Is he going to win it for them now? This is Chev Walker.
You wouldn't bet against
Michael
it.
Platt, beg your pardon, Michael Platt, that is. There's McShane. Important try from him that got Leeds into the match. Now then, this is Walker. Leeds swarming round the man carrying the ball.
You've got to think about chip over the top, something unusual. Brent Webb is very deep indeed. The wingers are now just dropping back. Senior, of course, is on this right wing.
Great defensive stint that from Leeds. Big hoof downfield.
Good
Webb.
call by the fullback. Looked at one point there that Ryan Hall and the fullback were going to collide.
Bradford are desperate for this possession. Ryan Hall bounces off one, can't get away from Tom Burgess. 4.5 minutes separating Leeds from a very important victory, separating Bradford from a very important victory. I think whoever does score in the next now will win it, no matter which one. Outside the 40 was Kevin Sinfield, but another punishing kick that just turns them around.
Well, he's got that belief that we can't lose this game if we're close to Bradford's try line, whether we have the ball or we don't at the moment. Our defence is strong, and our opponents aren't able to break down us or go around us. Here's Gareth Rayner attempting to do that, but it's just a territorial battle, and Kevin Sinfield knows that.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that it's just a wasted kick. But
Almost
really,
20,000 inside Odsal tonight.
well, they did forecast it, didn't they? And boy, they've had a good match to watch. Good tackle there, yeah. Danny Badeiros, inside pass.
Kopchak, oh, the
Spilled it.
pass to Burgess.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Couldn't take it
Big
on.
ask actually of Burgess this, under so much pressure. Looks like it's going to be an unhappy 19th birthday for Tom. He's opposing his big brother, of course. He could have gone to Australia with George and joined Sam down under, but he decided to stay.
6-3-4-9.
3 minutes, just a fraction of a few seconds over that.
Just hold on to the football and do exactly what Kevin Sinfield has done on the... Oh. You see these touch judges, they're just not seeing it at all. They're not getting across to the man with the whistle.
Oh, Haraki has broken through. He has. Sinfield just lost his footing at the vital moment.
He tripped up over nobody.
Webb hanging on. And there's a chance here. It's a chance. And has Badira scored
Yes,
it?
he has.
Yes, he has. And Leeds will win the match. Danny Badiras with the try that wins the game for the Leeds Rhinos. Heartbreak for Bradford. Joy for Leeds, even though Badiras seemed to take a bit of a clatter as he went over the line and touched that ball down. Danny Badiras. His night against the man who replaced at Leeds, Matt Diskin. The Australians Player of the Year way back in 2004. Diskin has won the game for Leeds. Badiras has won the game for Leeds.
He certainly has, and they were very fortunate because that was a forward pass for anybody's money. Haraki made the break. He hasn't done too much running from dummy half as Badiras. He's been quite happy to just farm it out, but on this occasion he had the strength and he had the ability. Good positioning by Thierry Alibert. Uncle Albert got this right, spot on.
Badiras right next to the posts. Sinfield will add the extras. Leeds will go home with the bacon. Could just be the kickstart to Leeds season that they were searching. Can Bradford come back in the south of France on Monday and beat Mick Potter's old club?
It won't be easy for them, but Mick Potter realises that it's been a vast improvement from last week. That is the positives. Sadly, the negatives is that the Leeds are going to take the vital 2 league points.
By a margin right now of 30 points to 22.
Well, we said they had to get back on the horse, and there's the man that has ensured that the Rhinos have got back into some sort of rhythm.
It'll be a relief for Brian McDermott.
Yeah, he's been under a lot of pressure.
Only external pressure, I think. That's not gone 10. That's a penalty. Oh, it has now. It has all right now. It bounced, actually. It was okay. Doesn't have to go out 10 metres on the full. It can bounce and go 10. But nobody could touch it. That's why Leeds got the possession. Bradford just had to let it bounce.
Well, to be fair, Brett Delaney did very well not to be pushed into touch. So, for the first time, perhaps, and I've been seeing the Leeds Rhinos this year, is that they have come up trumps and been able to control the game when it mattered. Calm things down, not get too panicky, not offload all the time.
Oh, that's straight at Gareth Rayner. That attempted touchline finder from Sinfield, but Mick Potter knows the game's up. 5 seconds remaining. Leeds are counting down their supporters to a victory. And there is the full-time siren. It's all over. Leeds go home with the 2 vital points. Badiras' try sealed it late on. But a very good performance from Leeds after they trailed 10-0 in 10 minutes right at the start of this game. McShane's contribution cannot be underestimated. He scored the first Leeds try on 26 minutes. and they were 12-10 down at half-time. Then they've scored 3 tries in the second half to the 2 that Bradford could manage. It's Bradford Bulls' 3rd successive defeat. It's the Leeds Rhinos' first win in 4. It's a crucial night for Leeds and their coach Brian McDermott, and from their man of the match, Rob Burrow. He's talking to Brian.
Absolutely, Rob Burrow, man of the match. A bottle of champagne for you and £100 to the charity of your choice, Rob.
I'll go to the RTS, please.
Good cause, Rob. It's like rolling back the clock here. A big crowd and a difficult Bradford opposition to play against.
Yeah, these games are the games you want to play in, you know. Great crowd here tonight and the atmosphere fantastic, so a good game.
Now, a lot of talk in the press about pressure under the club and pressure on Brian McDermott. What was the talk amongst you guys during the week? Open that up first.
Mate, we knew we were confident if we sort of stuck to his game plan, then we could come right. We've just been patient, you know, we've been through a tough spell, and you know, we know it only takes one win to get out of it, so we need to move on now.
That's absolutely right. Do you feel tonight you might have clicked into gear this season?
It wasn't brilliant, but we did put a few things right, so you know, there's a lot of season to go, so hopefully we can kick on from here now. And
your own personal performances, some big games coming up, especially in mid-season international. Rob, you're coming back into form.
Oh, I just want to play well for Leeds at the moment. That's what I'm trying to focus on, and get Leeds back to winning ways, so that'll be good enough for me at the moment.
Rob, congratulations on that, and thanks very much for your time tonight.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Here we go, Brent Webb. Maybe congratulations. Tough game, tough opposition.
It was, mate. You know, it's always tough against Bradford. Yeah, especially with them coming off the big loss last week. We knew we were coming here for a tough game.
Now, we just talked about Rob during the week. A bit of pressure coming on the Leeds team. How do you just feel in camp?
Well, we feel we just have to get better. Yeah, we've got to get better on our try line, and yeah, we're still not there yet. But mate, we've just got to keep plugging away.
And we saw a bit of the Brent Webb of old tonight. How are you feeling personally? How's the body?
Yeah, it's quite good. I don't know how it'll be after Easter period, but mate, as long as we win, I'll be fine.
Brent Webb, congratulations and thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
All the smiles belong to the Leeds Rhinos tonight. They have won here. They've got their first win in 4. And here's the tale of the tape. 30 points to 22. McShane's try really got Leeds going after they were 10-0 down midway through that first half, and they built on that. Elimer's 2 tries, unlucky really to end up on the losing side. But that was a great game. John Wells.
Thanks, Eddie. We'll start with something, again, that was characteristic of the way that Leeds were playing in that first half. A ball stripped right in front of the referee from Wella Haraki. Super Zoom showed it well there. And from that set of 6, we saw the Elimer try to kick off the score in the second half. There's Hargreaves. It's a great offload from him. We talked again about choosing your offloads, choosing your time to make the offloads. And at this point, after the offload, it creates a 4-on-2. Elimer hits a great line, crosses for the first score of the second half. We contrasted that offload there from Hargreaves with the push play, really the forced offloads from Leeds. Here's another example. This is Hargreaves again, directly from the kickoff following that try. Here's Burgess in support. That's when you can throw an offload. That's when it really works for you. That's when you can get the benefit of pushing that pass. And then Leeds hitting back. This is Keith Senior, that play we see so often now in Super League, targeting one man. Senior, the guy on the outside. It's a great line to score, and this really fired the Leeds Rhinos into action, didn't it? For the very next set of 6 came the Hall try. This was from a Webb break. There's Webb. He gets pulled down. He gets tackled at the back. But you watch this now. 2 late retreaters to the short side from Bradford. 2 attackers from Leeds. Who's the man who spots that he needs to be there to create that 3-on-2? Kevin Sinfield works the short side and then provides a try-scoring pass for Hall to cross in the corner. That took them out to 22-16. And the defenders really had some decisions to make there. Then came Elimer's second try, the subtlest of changes of direction on the pass. Leave Delaney just 1 foot the wrong side of Elimer. Elimer, great line. So real skill is that. 22-all. A Sinfield penalty on 66 minutes established the slimmest of leads. And then Kevin Sinfield again, that man is shutting the game out here. This is the second of 2 examples. That kick's not done by accident, that's done on purpose. And from that, turning the Bradford forwards around, Danny Badiris, Bradfield defender on the floor, quick play the ball, closes the game out and seals that game off for a great Leeds win. No brilliance in the end, no massive glaring errors either, just dogged determination by Leeds in that second half. One moment that broke the game, Kevin Sinfield's decision to create that 3-on-2 on the short side, brilliant, Eddie.
Yes, good decision making by Leeds tonight. They've won this game. I wonder what this will do for their season, Phil.
Well, the Easter weekend can be a 4-point bonus weekend if you get off to a good start, and they've certainly done that here tonight. I think they've shown that they are going to be a side that have got the potential to go to the grand final. I think they probably do have to improve their defence, and that's something that they'll be working on, no doubt, for the remainder of the season. They've got 2 points. It can be a great Easter if they get another 2 points after in the next few days, really. And that all of a sudden, when you look at the league table, when we're into next week, it can have a completely different complexion if you manage to pick up the 4. You soon push up that table.
Well, you do indeed. For Bradford, a much improved display, Steve-O, but still 0 points.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Mick Potter, to try to lift the spirits, especially with the big game down in Catalan on Easter Monday. But it will get some positives out of this. I mean, they were shocking last week against Salford. They certainly improved tonight. But I was so impressed with the way that Leeds got a little bit more energy into their game. They've been criticised, their coach has been criticised as much, saying they've been playing too fancy, trying to keep the ball alive. And there are times, old-fashioned style, just to slow it down. And we saw that in the vital 10 minutes before the end of this game. And that was so important. And also, Brian McDermott, he does really need a good pat on the back, because he brought on McShane. McShane changed the whole complexion of this game midway through that first half, and even when he came back on for the last 5 or 6 minutes, he just helped them settle it down. A lot of brains, a lot of brawn, but I tell you what, they're back on the horse. That's the most important thing.
They are indeed. They're back on the horse, and I think I'm right in saying it's the Crusaders at home next for Leeds. Now, you talk about a 4-point Easter. Crusaders bottom of the table, it should be a 4-point Easter, taking nothing away from the Crusaders.
Well, they've got home advantage, haven't they? They've got the confidence of a good win here in a very competitive match. I think Mick Potter's done remarkably well with the Bradford Bulls. With the side that was pulled together at the last minute of this season, they are highly competitive, and I think they might just make it into 8th place, 7th or 8th, if they can improve in the remainder of the season. They have got some potential.
Well, they've been 2 years out of the playoffs, and that's almost unthinkable for this club when you think what they did early on. They were in the vanguard, weren't they, of the Super League?
Yeah, they were, but look, that's all gone, and Mick Potter realises they've got to get, as I say, I thought Lestrange was very, very good tonight. Platt was very, very solid in the defence. The most important is that they've improved their defence. 37 missed tackles last week. I think it was only down to about 10 tonight.
Well, can they go to the south of France?